That makes sense! It makes total sense. I can't believe I forgot that. Hello, lovely people. My name is Michelle. You can call me Soli. And I got a tiara. I'm going to be so obnoxious about this thing for like the foreseeable future. So I apologize in advance. But I couldn't help myself. It was too pretty. I had to do it. So I'm going to be wearing this probably for as long as I live. You guys, I can be buried in it. It's fine. It's so pretty. I honestly just wanted to brag about it. It's so pretty. I will be wearing this for all of my videos. So, just bringing a little bit of TikTok to YouTube. So there you go. But anyway, I'm so freaking excited about this thing. It's so pretty and big and I love it. Okay, now that that's out of the way. So what we're gonna do today is watch xCeleste. If you've never seen her YouTube channel, go watch it after me first, and then go to hers. She's got amazing theory videos and explanation videos, and she's really cool. But she did a like theory explanation video for Film Out, and if you saw my BTS Film Out reaction, you'll know I was super confused. So I figured, let's find an explanation for it. So basically I needed to find somebody with a bigger brain than mine to explain what's going on. So we are going to watch and react to her explanation and her theories, and I don't know, maybe I'll have some of my own, probably not, let's be honest. And we'll kind of go from there. Okay, I've got my tiara. I swear I'm gonna wear this for the rest of my life. I've got my wine, different wine cup this time, and I've got my smile. All right, let's go. So this is xCeleste's explain/theory for Film Out, and I'll have a link to the original video down below. So after you watch this, be sure to go over to her channel, give her a like, a subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because she is amazing, and you'll be all set. Alright, here we go.
Sup Flare Squad, welcome back to my channel and to the Film Out music video explanation/theory video. Now, to understand BTS's fictional storyline, I did create an updated BTS storyline summary video on my channel. To understand the rest of this video, I do recommend you watching it if you haven't yet.
Her updated one.
Alright, let's begin. We start with Jungkook alone in a room with covered furniture. This room represents the future, while the cleaner looking room with all the members together is the past. The windows behind Jungkook are covered in clouds, just like the window behind Taehyung, so we know this is a window. And in one scene, this window also had blinds. During Taehyung's part, you notice an hourglass laying on the
I didn't
table.
even notice that.
This could represent that time has stood still, and that this room represents being stuck or is in a standstill. As soon as the room darkens, it shows Seokjin walking in, but this is a different room from what Jungkook was in. The windows that were covered in clouds now show all 7 of the boys together in the clean room.
Okay.
This represents the parallel universes.
Makes sense.
Notice how the couch is facing each other, the plants are in the same location, and the lamps are on the same side of the room. Parallel universe means a world conceived of as coexisting with and having certain similarities to the known world, but different from it in some fundamental way. As you could see, Jungkook has the room with the gray chair, while Seokjin's room has the white chair.
Ooh,
Why are there parallel universes? It's because there's time traveling. Seokjin made a deal with a cat to travel back in time in order to save the boys. And we all know how that went down.
Yeah.
Each time Seokjin travels back, he actually doesn't continue the same universe, but creates another parallel universe. The old universe he left behind will actually continue as is, which is what I believe all of these doors represent. Yeah. All of the universes he created by time travel.
Right.
Okay, but in this clean room, which is the past, they're all happy because they're together. Seokjin is trying to save them all so they could once again be together and be happy. He then holds up an hourglass showing that his time just restarted, meaning the room he's currently in, he just got into, which is why we saw him walking into this room. Okay. He's disconnected from the other members because in the storyline, he hasn't told any of them about his ability to time loop and that he's been trying to save them like hundreds of times. Yeah. Don't worry though, later in the story he does confess to everyone about what's been happening. The scene switches over to Jungkook looking through the window as if he noticed Seokjin, but then looks down at the hourglass. His hourglass has finished, meaning it's going to start all over again, which is why they end up fading away. Them fading away could represent them going over to a new parallel universe. So why does Jungkook notice the hourglass, and why is he in a room similar to Seokjin's? In the storyline, after he gets hit with a truck, which he believes was actually Seokjin, the cat approaches him and asks him, "It'll be more painful to live than die. Do you still want to live?" Jungkook most likely made a deal with this cat, just like Seokjin made a deal with it to save everyone. So that means Jungkook is now in his own time loop, which is why he looks at the hourglass.
There was somebody in my comment section
building up between Seokjin and Jungkook because Jungkook believes Seokjin was the one who hit him with the truck. Jungkook also suspects that the others know about the car accident and that they know it's Seokjin, but they're hiding the truth from him. But actually, the boys were just trying to find the map of the soul to help Seokjin, and they kept Jungkook out of it because they didn't want to stress him out so he could recover from the car accident. Now, this scene with Hoseok and Yoongi on a platform next to a door frame in the middle of a desert, this one still confuses me, not gonna lie.
Okay,
but since this music video does remind us of fake love, J-Hope was by the door during the music video. And I mean, Yoongi wasn't sitting against one, but I mean, he had a door in his room. That is a similar door. If that means anything. We do see Hoseok and Yoongi interacting during Black Swan. The door frame could symbolize the transition and the passage from one world to another. This would actually go hand in hand with all the doors we saw in Seokjin's scene. Seokjin reaches out his hands as the boys fade away. This scene reminds me of Seokjin reaching out during the Euphoria music video when Jungkook was trying to save Yoongi. And Seokjin was also in front of a window watching. Just like in Film Out, Seokjin is watching everyone once again through a window. We know that the window is linked to his time travels, which is why we hear the window shattering whenever he goes back in time. I'm assuming the window helps him see the past timelines just from the webtoon, which is another reason why I think the clean room is the past. The scene quickly switches over to the hourglass that is now moving backwards. Time is rewinding. The room falls into destruction similar to the Fake Love music video. Remember that every time the window shatters in the story, that means he's going through another time loop. That also explains why the hourglass is rewinding. The room is in chaos and he tries to run out but realizes where he's at. Similar to the information we've gotten so far from the BTS Universe storyline, Seokjin did try to run away and began losing his memories of the boys. He ends up realizing that he doesn't want to continue running away and faces the pain to regain his memory back. Then, just like that, Seokjin disappears, going into another universe, which is another time loop. Before disappearing, Seokjin walks back and faces the window once again. Taehyung enters the scene from the other parallel room.
This is the thing that I was most confused about.
He notices Seokjin. Why does he notice Seokjin?
Yes.
In the storyline, Taehyung thought he was just having nightmares of the boys, but realizes he was seeing past timelines. In Webtoon,
totally forgot
Taehyung actually goes to Seokjin's house after seeing his dreams of Seokjin hopeless and sitting on the ground trying to ignore the time loops. Maybe this scene represents that. Now the ending seems pretty sad because Seokjin is no longer there and Taehyung is reaching out. But we know what happens in the storyline. Seokjin does end up saving everyone and found his map of the soul. Now the story shifts over to Jungkook because he has this tension built against the boys, and it seems like he made a time loop deal with the cat. The lyrics of Film Out do talk about reaching out their hand and the person suddenly disappearing. After going over detailed lyrics, I've come to the conclusion that the lyrics could also connect to the storyline. Remember that Film Out is the OST for the upcoming Signal movie, which also involves time travel. Now, there is a series for Signal, but it's about one detective existing in the present while another detective exists in the past, and they help each other solve cases through a radio. The lyrics also go over picking up memories and gathering together, then gazing at them projected across the room. Seokjin had a scene like that in the BTS storyline. He gathered all their old photos because he was losing his memories, and every time he tried to remember, a painful headache tried to stop him. So the lyrics, "I feel you with every burst of pain," reminds me of Seokjin's pain. Now I'm gonna go over all the things I noticed but haven't been able to figure out. Seokjin was running. The door on the other side was open, but during Taehyung's scene, it's closed. This blue scene with all of them standing is still puzzling to me. We do notice Seokjin is standing ahead of them instead of beside them. Although this scene does remind me of Fake Love when they were like lined up in hoods. This painting behind RM is actually the same painting from their Life Goes On music video. This was pretty interesting. Also, another thing I wanted to note was that Taehyung and Jimin were the only ones who appeared in Jungkook's room, and they were also the only ones who appeared in the orange-yellow room.
Good
what y'all
point.
think? But yes,
That's
that is all I have for today. Please leave your theories and comments down below. I do enjoy reading them all. I hope you enjoyed this explanation / theory video. If you did, make sure to click that like button and also join the first squad by subscribing, you guys.
Kind of yellowy orange setting too. Smart. This is why I say you need to subscribe to xCeleste's channel, because she is so smart and she notices everything. Absolutely everything. I've already gone through the Film Out video what feels like a million times, from like editing my own video to just wanting to watch it again and again and again, because obviously I did. And I didn't notice half the stuff that she did. Maybe I'm just not observant. I don't know. But that was cool, and I feel so silly for forgetting about Tae's dreams in the webcomic, because now that she like reminded me, I remember my reaction to it, because at the time I was laying in bed reading the comic and my husband was asleep, and I, oh my goodness, and he thought something was wrong, and I was like, oh no, I was just reading something, don't worry about it, go back to sleep. So I should have remembered that. But I read the comic through once, as it was coming out, and then I haven't gone back since, because there are just some parts that are just so hard to get through that I was like, this is a one-time read. So I might have to change that. And now that I know that they are definitely still continuing with the storyline and that there's going to be more to it, I need to go back and actually reread it. And it's gonna kill me. It's so much. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also not, because it's so, oh man. It's heavy. It's so heavy. But I do have to go back and read it. So I feel much better. For the last week, I've just been racking my brain what does it all mean? But now I think I'm good. So, with that being said, I will say goodbye. Before I do, please remember to do all the things that YouTube likes for people to do. So please do share with your friends, leave a comment. What do you think? Do you think that xCeleste is right with everything that she said? Do you have your own theories? Do you know what that door was about, it being open and then closed? Any and all things that you noticed in the film out video, please let me know. And also, if you could please subscribe if you like this channel, if you like my videos. I'm trying to grow the channel and build a bit of a community, so please do subscribe if you feel like joining in the journey. And I think that's it. I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Mwah.